Yo, what is going on, you Radish Love and Eradicate? Before we get into today's video, I want to mention something very cool going on over at Channel Fireball, which is CFB Pro, the #1 article site right now in the Pokemon trading card game. I'm sure you guys have been subscribed, or some of you have been subscribed to article sites in the past, but it's happening over there at Channel Fireball now, CFB Pro. Tons of top players writing articles over there. I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's only $5 a month or $10 a month, and then you get $10 in store credit every month on Channel Fireball. So if you're already buying codes and cards regularly, it's effectively free subscription for the most part. They're also doing monthly tournaments over there. I'm going to be commentating them. The first one is going to be here on the 31st coming up, so pretty soon. And yeah, potentially over $1,000 in store credit pricing, so that's sick. So yeah, go check it out. Vivid Voltage codes and booster boxes also available for pre-order over there on channelfireball.com. Link in the description. Just go ahead and give it a click, check it out, and yeah, let's get into this deck. So today we're playing some games with Swanna Aerodactyl. This is a deck that I played over on my stream in the last Decks at a Discord stream I did, which is where I take decks that the Twitch subs put in the Discord and I play with them, hence the name Decks Out of Discord. And it was a ton of fun. I had a ton of fun with it, so I thought I would share it with you guys here today. Main attackers in the deck are the Aerodactyl and the Swanna, and we only play 4 triple acceleration energy, but we can attack with the Swanna for free through the Bird Keeper, which is what Swanna's ability says. If we use Bird Keeper, ignore all energy in this Pokemon's attack costs. We also play 1 Oranguru, 4 Jirachi, and a Mewtwo as kind of our draw support, draw engine, Pokemon draw engine, whatever you want to call it. 1 Rowlet in here because it does also have the Sky Circus ability, and sometimes we just want to be able to snipe something for 60, especially if we set up like a 2-hit KO. If we hit like a Pikarom for 180, they put the Pikarom on the bench, then we can just snipe it with that Wind Shard for 60 to clean it up. We got 1 Goon in here to supplement our damage. We can do stuff like Wind Shard with the Rowlet, and then Goon Ping, KO like a Jirachi. 4 Jirachi, I mentioned that. Mew in here mostly for the Pikarom matchup because we don't want to get tag bolted, and we don't one-hit KO Pikarom, so it's pretty easy for them to set up tag ball if they want to. 1 Great Catcher, mainly in here so we can use the combo of Bird Keeper plus the Feather Slice to like 2-hit KO a Pikarom, or bring up a Dedenne and then Goon Net Ping, knock it out, something like that. 1 Ordinary Rod to recover our dudes. We got 4 Com, 4 Quick Ball, 1 Reset Stamp, or 4 Com, 4 Quick Ball as our Pokemon search, 1 Reset Stamp for that late game disruption. 3 Switch with level 4, don't quite have room. 4 unidentified Fossil. 3 Pokemon Research Lab, which is great to use turn 1, but not necessary because we do have those 4 unidentified fossils. Then we got the 4 Bird Keeper, 2 Boss, 4 Research, and then yeah, the 4 triple energy like I mentioned. That's the list. Played it on the Decks at a Discord stream, like I mentioned, twitch.tv/AzulGG. I do stream over there daily, so go check that out. And let's go ahead, let's get into some games. All right, we did win the coin flip, and I think I do like going first with this deck, mainly because we can get that turn 1 Stadium. Obviously not happening with this hand, but it is possible to get the Stadium turn 1, especially with Jirachi and Stellar Wish and so on. Get out that Stadium turn 1, and then we can get out 2 Aerodactyl. We do have 2 Aerodactyl in our hand, but there is the potential for that play to happen. Obviously not going to be happening in this game, I don't think. Another Ducklett. That's pretty good, actually, because we have Bird Keeper Swanna in hand, and Ducklett in the active with nothing to move it to means we can't use Bird Keeper. So that top deck is actually pretty nice there, and it also means you can evolve it to a Swanna and then Bird Keeper it. We are up against a Welder deck though, so we could see this Ducklett going down here turn 1. It really depends on what kind of Welder deck we're up against. There's a baby Volk, so I think we're safe because they won't be able to get 4 energy in play, so High Heat Blast can't KO us. However, if they do play Zigzagoon, if this is Centiskorch, and it looks like it is probably Centiskorch with the Jirachi build, which plays Scoop Up Nets, which plays Zigzagoon, so we could see this Ducklett going down right now, immediately right here off the rip, but we'll see. There was a Hearth Grab off the Stellar Wish. Here comes the Net. Now we're either going to see a Flare Starter, or they've got a Switch in hand, or another Scoop Up Net, and they're going to get back into the Jirachi to try one more time with this whole Stellar Wish thing to try and find something good. Now they're using their Hearth. I think they got like a little bit. No, they have a Welder the whole time. Okay, they had a Welder. I was like kind of confused. I don't know why they scooped up the Jirachi already though. I would have waited a second there. Nothing was forcing them to do that. I don't know why they didn't Welder first as well, unless they were looking for something else to Welder to, I guess. One thing that would be really annoying here to deal with is if they get the Heatran off. Yeah, Heatran would be really annoying. That's a Centiskorch though. Okay, we're safe. They do get a lot of energy in play here, but we should be fine, I think, here. Yeah, we should be fine. I'm feeling pretty good. That was really confusing how they sequenced out that that line there. That was pretty confusing. But here we are. Let's go ahead and let's Bird Keeper. All right, Bird Keeper. We need some good cards here, though. Double Fossil is pretty good, actually. And then Swanna, just gonna take this knockout on this Volcanion. We do have to discard a card. I always forget that this is part of the attack, is that we have to discard a card. I think I'm going to discard the switch here. Knock this out. We definitely want to not get rid of Aerodactyls or this, or I think either of those. There's a Research Lab. We could just Lab for the turn to get a bunch of Aerodactyls set up. But I could just hit with there. It depends on what our top deck is. I think it's going to be the main thing here telling us what we want to do. Yeah, our hand is like not like too ridiculously good. We have like enough to attack next turn. But it's like we're very slowly piecing this whole thing together. We need like a little bit more to work with than what we're currently getting. We're very close to just having enough to just like continuously go. We need like a research top deck would be real nice. Even though we lose 2 gust effects, I'd be 100% fine with that. We do play Mewtwo, which can recover bosses' orders and so on for us. So yeah, definitely more than enough energy on their Centiskorch for them. But we'll see what we top deck and we'll see where we go from here. Is a calm. So I think I will be calming in an Aerodactyl here. I could get a Jirachi, or I could get the Mewtwo to put the Bird Keeper on top. Those are my 2 options here. What else do we have for options in here? How many Aerodactyl are in here? That's a good question. There's 3 now. So I wouldn't mind just go ahead and using Stadium this turn to set up attackers. That's one thing I am extremely lacking in. And then we could just go with the... Yeah, we just go with them. Oh, that won't work the way I want it to work, though. We could do it next turn, though. This would still actually work out for next turn. So we can go Evolve here. Stadium. Yeah, I should have got Jirachi there. In my head, it was like it worked out, but I end my turn shuffling my deck. So, but it's like still okay, because what we can do here is we can attach the triple this turn, and then Mewtwo, put the Bird Keeper on top. Hopefully, once again, we just kind of top deck a research. Yeah, I think we'd kind of run out of attackers if I went the other route and just went like Evolve, attach, attack. This is going to be a little bit better for us, I think, in the long run here. They're also down Eldegoss and 2 Boss, so they're pretty much forced to KO our Fossil, or most likely will be forced to KO our Fossil. I doubt they'll have a way around our Fossil here, because they don't... I mean, they play usually, what, like 2 Boss and Eldegoss for, like, Gust effects. Sometimes a 3rd Boss, but... I think I think they're going to be KOing our Fossil this turn. I think our Fossil's going down, which is more than fine with me. It's the kind of the play we set up here. And yeah, we're looking to knock out this guy, the Centiskorch VMAX, and then knock out this DAA. And that will be our 5 prize cards we have left. So theoretically, we can win in 4 attacks. Theoretically, of course. Not guaranteed or anything like that. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, as always, we'll see what happens. So I'm going to send up this Aerodactyl. And then when because if I top deck Bird Keeper, I could Bird Keeper into this Aerodactyl. And then if I draw into Swanna, I might want to attack with Swanna, but I need like Swanna plus, like if I get Scoop Up Net, I want to Scoop Up Net this one because it has the Fossil. I don't want to scoop up with this one. So we're going to send up this one initially. And then if we top deck, it really depends on what we top deck. Okay, Centiskorch is back. I'm not sure what they were looking for there that aggressively, but here comes the bat for 4. Because it pretty much, I don't know, they look pretty set up to me. I don't know what they're looking for here. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what they're looking for here. Yeah, and then if we do attack with Swanna, it does set up the 2-hit KO because it would be 180, 140, 320 exactly. It would be annoying if they play like Big Charm or Heat Energy, but you rarely see that. Yes, they are Marnieing us. Okay, that's, I mean, we lose our triple, so it's I don't know, bittersweet, I guess is what I want to say. I mean, it's not like we had okay, this is better though for sure. Definitely better. We do want to shuffle our deck with the calm because there is a triple on the bottom of our deck, so we do want to be able to get that triple, access that triple through this research. So we're gonna go send up this one because it has the Fossil, Scoop Up Net it. I do want to leave this guy in play. There's the Rowlet. Now I don't have to Scoop Up Net this, but I could go with something like, how many? We have a lot left. Let's go with like calm Rowlet first. Grab Swanna and then probably just research. Swanna versus... Yeah, I think I'm going to grab the Swanna here. 4 triples in the deck. We want one of them. Debating if I want a reset stamp or not. I guess I could have grabbed a Oranguru there and put this back in the deck. That might have been better, actually. Yeah, I mean, they had 5 cards. Let's put it to 4. We don't have a ton of info in their hand. They used Marnie last turn and then played what they evolved, and that's basically it. All right, research. Ooh, we whiffed the triple so far, but hold up. Get rid of this thing. Is the Oranguru? Oranguru's not even... Oh, Oranguru is here. We can Oranguru into the triple. I know it's a long shot, but you got to go for something here. That is not it. Okay, it's going to get a lot harder now. Game is going to get a lot more difficult for us. Not impossible, just very difficult. I'm debating if I want to switch into Jirachi or not. I don't think so. I think I'll just use it at the beginning of next turn. And pass, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. We whiffed the triple. We can still win before our opponent does. We can go hit this, boss hit this, and then Great Catcher KO to DAA. And we will actually win the game before our opponent does. It's a lot to set up for, but it is very possible. So that's what we're going for. Top deck the Swanna. Okay, Celewish first because we're about to use this one. There's that boss we're gonna need. Now we need to get access to a triple acceleration energy. None of those are triples. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the boss back on top. What do we get? There's the triple for next turn. Okay, so Feather Slice. Gotta discard a card. Research Lab, perfect to go. So I have like such a love and hate for the discard card. I discard a card to do the extra damage because it's like it helps us thin out our deck, but then many times I'm also like I don't want to discard any. I like my hand. I don't want to discard these cards. Why do you make me discard these cards? So yeah, ups and downs all around for it, I guess. All right, Jirachi to the active, got the boss, got the triple. All right, Stellar Wish, another boss. I think we take it here. Use the switch, not the net. We could Bird Keeper into Great Catcher and then Goon Net knockout. So we switch. Also gonna get +3 cards to work with here. Bring up this triple, Primate Wisdom, the boss. We get another triple, not a triple. Fossil Fangs, knockout. 3 prize cards to work with. We know there's no triple prize, so it's not possible to pull a triple here. We're probably gonna be fully reliant on the Great Catcher play. There's a Bird Keeper, the Zigzagoon. It's almost like telling us that's the way to go here is Goon Ping, net Goon Ping, Bird Keeper into Great Catcher. It's almost like we're being told that's the way we have to play this one out to win this one. With those 3 prize cards there, we got the Bird Keeper, we got the Goon. We are now short the Great Catcher. No stamp from our opponent. Super good for us. Let's see if we can get that Great Catcher. The thing to debate here is we could. Well, we have another Jirachi. We could Bird Keeper into. There's the boss. Stellar Wish. Did not get it yet. I think I'm gonna get the... We could grab the research here and then go for the triple plus... I think that's probably the better way to go, is to go for the triple plus the Great Catcher. Yeah, I think so. Gonna bench this. Gonna net Jirachi. Send up the Jirachi. Bench the Jirachi. And research. We're looking for triple and Great Catcher. We should have plenty of switch cards left. I'm not too worried about moving this. And we whiffed everything. I don't even know if we have a chance to pull this off anymore. I don't think so. Let's go quick ball. Get rid of a Jirachi. We didn't get any of the pieces. There's 3 left. 15 card deck. I don't know. It felt pretty good. Apparently we don't got it though. I'm like thinking as I'm playing this out. I think we Stellar Wish first. Nope. I mean, there's a net, I guess. Net the Jirachi. Send up the Jirachi. Stellar Wish again. Nope. Still no Great Catcher. The quick ball this away. Grab another Jirachi. I don't see anything. I don't see any options anymore. Burn this out of the deck. Get rid of it. Do I want to use the Ordinary Rod? I don't think so. Mewtwo a research on top. Oh, I guess I didn't get to use Primate Wisdom, but I don't think Primate Wisdom, and then pass, and then our opponent knocks out our active, and then we lose. So our one hope here is that our opponent clicks done before they get to attack, and then nope, there we go. 400 damage to my Jirachi, and we're gonna go ahead and take an L here in this one. It was close though. We had the combo in the deck, we just couldn't quite, and we were turned behind too. We just chose to not attack for a turn to set up more Aerodactyls, which I still think was the correct play, but did not quite get us the dub here. All right, into another one. We did win the coin flip again, so we will be going first, giving ourselves that potential to get that turn 1 stadium, which we do have here, and we have my favorite Pokemon in the whole deck, Rowlet, as well. So good start. So we also have a turn 2 Swanna with Bird Keeper, so we can quick ball for Ducklett. I forgot the name of the Pokemon for a second there. I'll give it the boss here and get that Ducklett. Get the Ducklett, bench the Ducklett, stadium. They can get the first prize card here if they really want on my Rowlet. So it looks like we're up against another fire deck here as they opened the baby Volcanion. So they can get the first prize card here if they want by KOing my Rowlet, but then they don't get to use Flare Starter, and they would lose this energy. Well, we knew they'd lose the energy. I guess they don't know they would lose the energy yet, but they would lose the energy here on their Volcanion because we do have the Swanna plus Bird Keeper, and we'd be able to just like Swanna or Bird Keeper into the Swanna and knock it out. So yeah, I'd be very curious to see what they go with here. There is a welder, and it is for 2, so high heat blast is probably happening for sure. I mean, it's not that big of a surprise that they're doing this though. Like, it's kind of I mean, it's kind of straightforward. Free prize card off the rip. I mean, that sounds good to me as well. I don't blame them for going for this at all. We have a good response to it, I guess is what I would say though. And then they need to come up with a response to our Swanna. I mean, it's not like any of our Pokemon have that much HP, right? Swanna's got 110, this guy's got 130, so it shouldn't be too hard for them to piece some kind of comeback to my Swanna together. No problem. I'm sure they'll knock us out. Well, that's an attached to Oranguru. I guess they're playing a fire deck, so Heatran could be coming out next turn and taking a knockout. All right, Aerodactyl to the active. Reset Stamp, not going to use that. Bird Keeper. Got the triple for the Aerodactyl next turn. I do want to replace their stadium. Yeah, I do want to replace the stadium, and then with the Feather Slice, the biggest thing here is we have to discard a card, and I think it has to be the Reset Stamp here. I don't want to calm yet either because I don't really have to, so I don't want to. Yeah, we don't have to calm yet, so I don't want to. Hold on to it for now. We have an attack set up right now through the Fossil Fangs, and actually if they don't knock out our active, we could retreat Bird Keeper back into it, and then Feather Slice again, or we could calm for a Jirachi, retreat into Jirachi, Stellar Wish, and then Bird Keeper this back into the active, which would be a sick play as well. Here comes some Goon Ping. I wonder if they're gonna, I mean, if they get 4 Goon Pings off, they have 3 nets left. They could knock us out through a whap down. Probably wouldn't get all 4 nets this turn, but they could build up to it in future turns, I guess. Or their hand is just dead and they're just kind of doing what they can here. That's also a possibility as well. We'll see here though. They've pinged twice. There's a Mewtwo to put a welder on top. Okay. What else do they got in that hand? There's a Crobat. Okay. So they got some stuff. They were just trying to burn down the hand to get as much draw with Crobat as possible. Another Hearth. That's unfortunate. We do have 1 stadium left, but only 1 left. So it's probably pretty unlikely we're going to be able to find it anytime soon. They'll probably get maximum value out of their Hearth. We could get lucky though and maybe find it sooner. And it could also be prized, of course. So we won't be able to find it probably anytime soon. There goes a Lightning Energy discard off the Hearth. So they're playing. Ooh, is it Reshiram? Is it Reshiram and Zekrom? Tag Team GX? I think that might be what we're up against here. I mean, I don't see a reason to play Lightning Energy besides if you're playing that, so yeah, it's the only thing that makes sense to me to have Lightning Energy with the Fire Energy and the Welder, unless they're playing some kind of Firebox build and then they just play a Coco Prism to excel some extra energy, which Coco Prism is really good at doing that, so that could also be what's going on here. There goes a Welder to the Crobat for 2. Here comes another Jirachi down. There's that second Lightning. So Coco Prism live for 2. Attacking options very limited right here for my opponent, though. 2 fire energy on a Crobat. It's not going to do very much damage to anything. It's just kind of not where you want your energy, but it's all right. I'm sure they can piece something else together. Maybe piece something else together here. What else could they possibly have? Heatran is the main thing I guess I'm thinking about still here. They did attach retreat though, so they wouldn't be able to Heatran this turn. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to Heatran this turn. So we should be able to get another Feather Slice off, unless they like run to Crobat, and then we can go with the triple, which they might do here to try and stop me from getting a prize card. Like, all right, if you have a triple, you have a triple, but I'm gonna make you have that triple. It looks like they really don't want to lose Jirachi, or they might just be giving up on Goon. Poor Goon. Yep, giving up on Goon. Got another triple. But I think the Bird Keeper play is the one we want to make. So retreat. I'm not gonna do the Jirachi play. Pokeball away this for sure. The question is just what do we grab? Just a Ducklett? I think just a Ducklett. Because we could Feather Slice again next turn if we wanted to. I guess it really depends on... Oh, we have to get rid of a card here. I always forget we have to get rid of a card. We don't actually have to. This time we don't have to. This guy's got 70 HP. All right, done. 70. That's enough. I don't want to lose any of these cards. Take the knockout. I always forget. I go back and forth on this. I forget that we have to, and then I think we have to when we don't have to, and repeat, right? It's yeah. I remembered this time. This is the first time I've ever remembered. Usually I'm like, oh, we have to discard a card. So then I discard a card, and you actually don't have to discard a card. And you could just wait. And not, but then I do, and then I lose a card for no reason. But this time I remembered Goon only has 70 HP and is not resistant to colorless, so we don't need to discard a card. 70 damage, more than enough. Feather Slice, knockouts. There's the Reshiram, or just enough, I should say, not more than enough. It is the Reshiram. That makes most sense. Once I saw the lightning energy, I was confused. I was like, my initial thought was Firebox with a Cocoa Prism. Ends Resolve, so a very aggressive build. Only 1 energy hit on the Ends Resolve. What did they lose there? It's the top 6, right? So they lost Double Welder, Cherish Ball, Ends Resolve, and Jirachi. A terrible Ends Resolve there from my opponent. They could still knock out this turn though. So they got some extra energy here to discard. So they just need to get a fire here. And they do have Hearth in play, so it shouldn't be too difficult for them to grab it. There's the switch card with the Jirachi. All right, Reshiram activated. Here it comes. We can 2-shot it ourselves. We can actually just go for the Bird Keeper play again. Can send up Aerodactyl, Bird Keeper into the Ducklett, Calm for the Swanna. Just save the triples, because I think the triples are better later on, or Aerodactyl's a better attacker the later the game goes, because the Swanna thing is like we need to want to use Bird Keeper as the combo, but the triple we can like use research, like see a bunch of cards and so on. So whenever we can attack with a Swanna, for just as much efficiency as the Aerodactyl, and right now we're 2-shotting a Reshiram. No matter what we attack with, it sets up a 2-hit KO. So just better to use Swanna, I think, here. Yep, there we go. Fabled Flare Bolts, 90. Ooh, the 2 pings, the 2 Goon pings actually coming in clutch there for our opponent on the Swanna. That actually worked out. They didn't have to discard that second energy off the Crobat. All right, Keeper into the Ducklett. 3. Jirachi finally is nice to see. They do have access to this GX attack, so we want to protect our Pokemon from that. And then calm away Aerodactyl. Grab the Swan once again. And then swing. Keep the rest of the hand around. Well, we added set up that we could actually Stellar Wish here. And then switch. Grab a research for the future. Stockpile in the hand. Switch versus net. Probably switch. Nets are a little bit more valuable, and switch works fine for this scenario. We do need to discard a card. Probably just give up the calm here. Could give up the switch, actually. Not even give up the calm. 140. Set that to a KO. Yeah, they could go like switch Ends Resolve, or like bench a new one, Ends Resolve, switch. That's a little bit a lot. That's a lot for them to have with only a 1 bench space open. It would literally have to be Reshiram, Ends Resolve, switch in these 3 cards. Which, I mean, I guess it could be. They do have 1. They are down 3 Ends Resolve. I mean, I don't know how many they play, but they can play 4. They also play Mewtwo, so they could net and then use the Mewtwo to put it on top and then reuse it. Yes. So they do have access to that as well. All right, there's the Jirachi. And here we go in with the Stellar Wish. What are they going to get? Nothing. Okay. Sounds good to me. DAA coming in now. DAA change. There's a baby Drampa. This looks really good to me because it looks like they have to attack with this guy, which we have the triple to take the knockout, and then we go down to one prize card, and then we just need to like knock out anything, and then we win the game. So yeah, knock out anything, win the game sounds good to me. We'll see. We'll see. Take one more look at my discard pile. I do want to play this research, but I don't want to lose this triple. So ideally, we want to find a Oranguru here, either through, I mean, probably quick ball. We have a lot of quick balls left, I think. A 2 quick ball, 1 calm. So we could like set up Jirachi, see what our top deck is, sell a wish in a quick ball or calm, and then net, comment back in, put the triple on top, attach a triple research. That's what ideally I would like to do. But we'll wait and see what our top deck is and what our opponent actually does. Maybe they'll get stuck here and they can't even attack. That would be actually probably most ideal for me, is if they just get stuck, knock out this and then knock out this. Because if I knock out this first, I can get stamped to 1. But if I knock out this first, I only can get stamped to 3, which is more than 1. If you guys didn't know, now you know. 1 or 3 is more than 1, which would be more optimal for us overall. This DAA is getting powered up now. They're powering up the whole squad. I feel like you may as well set up the whap down just in case. I feel like that's more optimal to have that whap down option as opposed to, I guess they can static shock or tingly return though, which is that what they're going for here? Are they actually going to ting? Oh, that's actually super cute. I don't know if they play multiple goons. They do. Oh, that's so funny. Now, do they go for the static shock or the tingly return? They did put an extra energy here, so it makes me think they want to go for the tingly return. But if they can keep the energy in play, I guess that's not bad either. But then they theoretically just lose the energy to Fossil Fangs anyways, I feel like. That's super cool. That's super cool. Yeah, second goon. In my head, I was like, I mean, they could play 2 goon. And they do play 2 goon. But I was like, there's no way they play 2 goon, though, right? They do play 2 goon. All right, yeah. Makes no sense to kind of save up for this GX attack anyways, because I have the Mew in play at this point. All right, so our game plan is knock out this goon, their second goon, and then knock out the Reshiram, and then win the game. All right. Fossil's not bad. Stellar Wish. Get a Bird Keeper. So we could just Bird Keeper instead here for the turn, just draw more cards. I'm also fine with this. This is a pretty good draw. This, and then yeah, Fossil Fangs, get a prize card, and then Reshiram is our target to win the game. We got a Great Catcher left. We have what, 1 boss in deck. We do have Mewtwo in the deck as well. So now with this calm, we could go send up Jirachi, Stellar Wish, Scoop Up Net, calm, get Mewtwo. Oh, that wouldn't quite work with it. We could net Mew, calm, get Mewtwo. Oh yeah, we can easily get access to a boss. So we could go like net the Mew, calm it away, get Mewtwo, send up Jirachi, put the Mewtwo down, put boss on top, Stellar Wish into the boss, net triple, bring it up, knock it out. So the thing to play around here is Reset Stamp, but this seems like a weird deck to play Reset Stamp in when you play this many Ends Resolve. So I kind of don't expect Reset Stamp from our opponent here because of the heavy Ends Resolve count. Whenever you aggressively can discard like low counts of cards that are like useful, but it just doesn't make sense to play them basically. There's the Coco. So they are attacking with a fresh Reshiram, almost definitely this turn. Oh, they did Tingly Return, so they have fires in their hands. So they're definitely attacking with this guy. Yeah, so it just kind of just doesn't make sense to play stuff like Reset Stamp in a deck like this, because you do play Ends Resolve, which says discard the top 5 cards of your deck, which could be those Reset Stamps. So you just kind of want to play a lot of stuff of the things that you play, so you just like don't discard, so you have like access to everything you need basically, and you don't have to worry. Try and minimize the drawbacks of the Ends Resolve basically is what I'm trying to say. So playing stuff like Stamp doesn't make a whole ton of sense in decks like this. Here comes, all right, Fable Flare Balls. All right, we get the dub here. Just need to pick up our Mew, combat away, get a boss on top, Stellar Wish into it, and then move the Jirachi, and we get the dub. All right, so we take an L to the Centiskorch in our first game. But here we're gonna get the dub. I can even just do this instead. Get the Mewtwo. Mind Report, boss on top. But we do end up with the dub here against our opponents. I've not seen Reshiram in a while. Maybe since I played it like 2 formats ago and gave it a shot. It's been a while. It's been a while for sure. I mean, it just doesn't hit the numbers, I feel like, anymore. But maybe with the GX attack, it has a chance against the VMAXs, because you can do like 170 and then I mean, whatever, do some damage and then hit for 170s. I don't know. It might have a chance against stuff like Enchantress, but it seems like it's going to be pretty tough. But yeah, there we go. That's the Aerodactyl Swanna deck. Took a loss to the Centiskorch. It was a close one. I got a dub here against the Reshiram. Less close. We had a little bit more dominant of a position in this one. Yeah, the deck's a ton of fun. I recommend you guys check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. If you did, give the video a like, enjoy the content. Be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.